I guided our creaking galleon through the hyperspace breakwater known as the Stygian Caldera, which could not have been accomplished without command of the Force. For this reason, navigators have found no true routes into Sith space. Only blind jumps. Those who are strong with the dark side, like myself, can sense the way as a Devlik can sense magnetic north. We touch down on Korriban, the world that screams the loudest for those who can hear the dark side's voice. It is on Korriban that the Sith purebloods began. It is here that they often return in death. We stepped out of the cramped reek of our interstellar prison into the light of an unfamiliar sun. Grand tombs carved from the planet's stone surrounded us. The sand was littered with the bones of 1,000 kings. The Sith greeted us. Despite our obvious superior powers, we were not hailed as gods when we arrived. It took weeks for us to understand the power structure of their culture, to undermine it and to annihilate the current king. Ajunta Paul beheaded their ruler, Hakagulam Glaush, and claimed the throne as the blood heir to the ancestral King Adas, and we became his shadow hands. From that time on, I made it my goal to understand the Sith space, and the treasures that might await us in this realm. Draper's fleet experience at last proved useful as the two of us mapped the local hyperlanes. Would that he had shown such competence in defending Korbos. Our work identified the looping hyperspace lanes within the Stygian Caldera that contains the planets of the Sith Empire. The Nash Belafia routes link Ziost, Kardeluba, Rulg, Kreis, and Korriban, the 5 worlds most sacred to the Sith. Ziost has been the throne world of the Sith purebloods since prehistory. It is where we erected our own palaces to rule as Sith lords. The Sith respect power, and they are content to serve us. In fact, the Sith purebloods are marvels. They are a people driven by hunger, rage, and the dark side. Though they are humanoid in form, their tough hides span hues from crimson to obsidian, and their hands and feet are clawed. 2 thick, fleshy tendrils dangle from their cheeks or jaws, and 2 more tendrils protrude from their temples. After much experimentation, I have concluded that their blood is sufficiently similar to our own to permit alchemical crossbreeding. I know Draper, for one, has had his eye on a Sith priestess. He will be pleased to learn his bloodline will not only persist, but thrive. The Sith purebloods are strong in the Force, but they do not outmatch us. They are rooted in primitivism. While we were once the Republic's greatest Jedi, they have discovered many secrets, some unknown to any other beings in the galaxy. But their unshakable caste structure instills obedience and purpose, which serve as well as their overlords. Those of us who came to this world with rank and ambition make up Ziost's new Sith Council. Ajunta Paul is our Dark Lord, or Genali. Force willing, his reign will be short. We are served by their priests, the Kisai, who have come to worship us as demigods. They regard Ajunta Paul as the manifestation of Typhogem, the left-handed god, and are thus easily persuaded to do our bidding. Their engineers, the Zugaluk, are loyal, but they build far too many burial mounds and too few battleships. I must convince Paul of the need to redirect the labourers, or his title must be taken by force. Our greatest asset is their warriors, the Masasi, who are nothing more than brute muscle animated by consciousness. They are expendable, yet we must breed more if we are to strike back against the Republic, which has shunned and humiliated us. The slaves, a rabble of mixed species, are collectively scorned with the epithet Grotu. After experiencing the artifice of the Republic's slavery bans, it's refreshing to see the weakness of inferiors affirmed and exploited for gain.